Boker Tov, good morning. I am recording October 25th, Sunday School Tefillah. And now I'm about to put us live on Facebook. So we're going to set that up and then we're going to start singing and praying and learning this morning. We are going to put this on our Temple Israel page. We want to post right over here. Yes. Share, come sing, pray. All right. And here we go. Boker Tov, everybody. Good morning. It is Cantor Batami Moses here, and I know you've had such a long morning already, learning and studying Torah and having fun, I hope. But now, of course, it is time for our all-school Tefillah. So let's get ready, my friends, as we bring in this beautiful morning with some song and some prayers and some fun. Here we go. Bo Nashir, come sing with me. Nashir Berina, sing joyously. Bo Nashir, come sing with me. Nashir Berina, sing joyously. Sing joyously. Sing joyously. Sing joyously with me. Oh, I remember the days when you were all up here playing the tambourine with me. We'll get there, I promise. But let's all sing that one more time. We'll sit now. Bon Neshev, come sit with me. Neshev b'sheket, sit quietly. Bon Neshev, come sit with me. Neshev b'sheket, sit quietly. Sit quietly. Sit quietly. Sit quietly with me. Well, actually, because we're not all together in a big synagogue or a big auditorium like we were at the JCC, we don't really have to sit quietly. In fact, I don't want you to sit quietly. I want you to sing. I want you to sing loudly with me. And if you are so lucky to have a brother, a sister, a mom, dad, grandma, a cat, or a dog next to you, maybe you can ask them if you can put your arm around them and sing together in harmony as we begin our prayers together. We sing, Hine Matov Banayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Banayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. ma tov, hine ma tov. Ya la 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 la. Your turn. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Ya la 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 la. One more time. Hine ma tov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam. That's it. Hine ma tov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad. I'm just thinking of that word, yachad. What does yachad mean? It means together. Oh man, it's been a long time since we've actually been physically together. But guess what? We are all so spiritually connected and together with all these fun virtual things that we've been doing. And it makes me think of all the things that I am so grateful for, and specific things, right? Like the sun coming out yesterday. It was cold, right? Fall is here. But I put on my jacket. I even put on my winter coat because you all know how silly I am. I get so cold, right? And I went walking and I visited friends, and it was such a wonderful Shabbat afternoon. So on the count of 3, I'm going to count in Hebrew. I want you to shout out something you are so grateful for. Maybe it was the pancakes you had for breakfast. Maybe it was a special birthday party you went to. Maybe a watching party of your favorite movie or something. And it could be, that your sniffles went away, that you're healthy, or, that you've got your cute little dog next to you. Anything, okay? Achad, shtayim, shalosh, mishpacha. That means family. I'm grateful for my family. So friends, I can't do those hand motions while I play the guitar. So it's up to you. You guys know these. Mo de ani. Here we go. Let's get a rhythm. Patch, patch, patch. We're patched. We sing Mo de ani lefanecha. To the side, now give yourself a hug. A little bit faster we go. The tightest. Here's our favorite one. Our favorite psalm of King David's Psalms. And how many did he write? You can look down there. There's a little cheat sheet, right? He wrote 150 psalms or songs or poems. How many of you love to write poetry, right? I actually love to. In fact, I was reading a lot of Shel Silverstein. You know that artist, right? The wonderful writer. Oh, he writes wonderful poems. And guess what? I put them to music. Even when I was a little girl, I used to do that. And that's exactly what all of King David's psalms and poetry are. They're music. And I can just feel that wave, right? Now, even if that we're not in the same place, I still want you to do the wave. How about this? If you're kindergarten through 2nd grade, you do the wave fast. And then 3rd and 4th grade, you do the second wave. And do we have any 5th graders here? I hope so. And 5th grade, you do the whole last one. So here we go. We are going to sing Hallel, which means praise, and Yah, we know, is God. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. One more time. you guys used to do like the Macarena to that Kol HaNeshama part, or, taking a swim. I love that. I hope you're still doing that at home. You got to send me videos of you dancing to Hallelujah. And so now, my friends, let's all rise for the Baruch Hu. And I'd like you all to be my leaders. Sometimes we usually do grades, but I want everybody to lead us in the Baruch Hu. Here we go. We rise and we sing together. Adonai HaMevorach. We all sing now. May be seated. Of course, this is my favorite part, where we get to quiet out all the noise in our lives and we say shh, and then bring all that love into our heart and say and bring it out to the world. This is a time for you to quiet the noises of your teachers and your parents and your siblings and your friends, and just listen to your inner voice. Yeah, you have an inner voice too of what you really are feeling. And we honor that as we say, shh, feel that love and bring it out to the world. One more time. Shh. Now we sing the Shema with our hands too. Shema Yisrael. Open that Torah scroll. Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. And today we're going to add the second verse you see there. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed, which means how blessed is God's glorious world of creation. And of course, we know we have very special prayers and themes associated, right, with our Shema prayer, the prayers of creation. We're going to sing about that soon. And the prayers of revelation. Our Torah was revealed to us in love. Yeah, my third through sixth graders know this a lot. We talk about this a lot on Tuesdays, right? And then, of course, once we say our Shema, and then when we're a little older, we do the Ve'ahavta, lots of Hebrew, lots of delicious Hebrew that reminds us to love God with all of our soul, with all of our hearts, with all of our mights. And then after we get to a favorite of everyone's, right? Our Micha Mocha prayer that reminds us of our redemption. It's a big word, right? When we were redeemed from Egypt, when we were slaves in Egypt before we became Israelites, right? And what was that feeling of being enslaved and then being free? And my friends, we know in our world, we have a lot of work to do, right? Not just for the Jewish people, but for the whole world. And as Jewish people, we have a responsibility to make sure that every single person feels free and feels loved and feels protected. And that, guess what, guys? That's your job. Yep, you're the next generation to do that work. We're trying, these adults, but man, you've got to do the work, and we're counting on you to do the right thing. Okay, so I think we established it was my third graders who are now fifth graders who did the moves. So please lead us in those moves. Here we go. Over and over and over, but we have so many fun songs to do today. And Kodesh, who remembers what that means? Kodesh, right? When we went on our tippy toes, holy. And that's what we're trying to do in our busy, busy lives of just finding holiness. And we're so blessed that Judaism gives us so many moments to be holy. And who remembers what happened last week in our Torah, right? We read about creation. So we did sing a silly song. We're going to sing a silly song again because it reminds us of those 6 days of creation and what was created. And, you know, it's a big idea, right? It doesn't mean that in biblical times, a day was just 24 hours like we think it is today. Maybe it took billions and billions of years just to create those beautiful giraffes and those fish in the sea and those silly looking people over there. Do we look like those people? So here, friends, let's sing this day of creation song, okay? Will you sing with me? So we remember what was created. On Yom Echad, dark and light, God created day and night. On Yom Sheni, up very, very high, God created the big blue sky. On Yom Shlishi, the rivers and the seas. On the earth were flowers, plants, and trees. On Yom Revi'i, the sun so bright, the moon and the stars just for the night. On Yom Chamishi, the fish in the sea. In the sky were birds and bees. On Yom Shishi, animals big and small, Adam and Eve, most important of all. On Yom Shabbat, God did rest. We know what God did best, to rest and pray and go to shul. That's synagogue. And most of all, to follow the golden rule. Remind me, what's the golden rule? To treat others the way you want to be treated yourself. I think at the end of the day, that's the most important thing, to treat others with love and compassion, kindness and forgiveness, because that's how you would want to be treated, right? We all make mistakes, but we want to be forgiven and want to be loved for who we are. And that's our responsibility. And my friends, what happened yesterday when we read the Torah portion? We opened the Torah 2 weeks ago. It was Parsha Bereshit. And yesterday we learned about my friend Noach. You guys know this story. Of course you do. Animals, twosies. I'm sorry, Miss Beata, we're not going to sing your favorite song, but we are going to sing an amazing song that was written by you guys, or my Havana Shira kiddos, spearheaded by Ma'ayan Matthias Cohen and Zeke Moses, relation, yes. But you guys remember this? And Havana Shira, you sang this and led this song and taught it to the entire school. So we are going to sing this song, Better Build an Ark, that reminds us of the story of the miracle of Noah's Ark, when God created a world and said, I think I need a do-over. People aren't being kind to each other. And there was a flood, and God destroyed the world with a flood and started all anew by saving Noah and his family and 2 kinds of every animal. And then, of course, we know what happens. There was a flood, 40 days and nightsies and daisies. And then the world got a second chance, right? And God promised never to destroy the world again. And it's up to us, right? It's up to us to decide to do things and make choices that actually create instead of destroy. So let's sing this fun song. You guys remember this? There once was a man named Noah. He was loyal and honest and good. The people where he lived were wicked. So God decided to bring a flood. Everyone, so God said to Noah, better build an ark, you better build an ark. God follows. And then I need all of you to sing with me. After the flood, there was a promise made, and a what? And a rainbow too. It made peace between God and you. So God said to Noah, better build an ark, better build an ark. So God said to Noah, better build an ark, you better build an ark, you better build an ark. I need Matthias here to help me with those guitar chords, right, Matthias? Well, that song, I miss hearing all of you guys singing that together, but soon we're going to sing that one in person. And oh my goodness, what is happening? Like very, very soon, in about 10 minutes, my friends. I'm so excited. I know we're just talking about Noah, and all of a sudden we're talking about Hanukkah, because before we know it, Hanukkah is going to be here. And, you know, it is getting a little dark and it is getting colder, and we need to bring in that light. And such a special opportunity for you that you guys can make your own music video with a very special guest. My friend Alan Goodis is going to be joining us in about 10 minutes for an awesome workshop on how to record your own song. And this is a song written by kids, and you're going to learn it. And maybe some kids you know who went to Camp Gucci wrote this song. And we are going to put together a beautiful video with pictures from your own Hanukkah experiences. So tell your parents to send those pictures in. And if anybody hasn't responded and you're hearing about this now, just send me an email, send me a text, call me and say, what's the link? Cantor Moses, I want to become a part of this special video. So that's happening very soon. I hope to see you there. And, you know, I know you guys love this one. We're going to skip this and wait for next time because we did a lot of special ones, but we definitely will today rise for our Hatikva song, which we have traditionally ended every single tefillah. And up here, this is perfect. I usually said I have my flag in the background, but instead I'll wear my, you guys can see my Israeli hat right here, because just as America is going through lots of political turmoil, so is Israel. So we have to pray. We have to pray for Israel as well. So where you are, please rise, and we can end our tefillah with Hatikva and a little bit of praying for shalom. You guys love this. Here we go. Yeah, I say shalom. because we never say goodbye. In Hebrew, we just say lehit ra'ot, meaning I will see you soon. I hope I'll see some of you in about 5 minutes, and I'll see some of you on Tuesday, and then I'll see some of you next Sunday for Tefillah. It's always wonderful to sing and dance and pray with you. Have a beautiful week. Shavua tov. Lehit ra'ot.